Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Tuesday, June the 2nd. Lost the audio in this one, so I'm kind of voiceovering this thing. Started out 39 degrees, and I think it was, I'd say it was like 59 or 60 when I was doing this clip. But anyway, beautiful day. And we're going to head to the Southland and go to work. Sorry for the voiceover. Dang. It's already 75 degrees here.
Ooh, she's going to be hot.
Wow. I think it's going to be higher than the 85 they're predicting.
I'm thinking so.
Man. It was weird. It was like 64 for a while, and also we took 205 and
Just one.
bam, it just jumped. Come on.
Yes,
Let's go in there and bust out a Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah. All right. Let's go get her done.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you see you bye there, little mama.
You.
All right.
Bye.
You guys should remember this one. This is a gentleman that ended up having us discovering that there was a way you could push with the help from a cool BRP tech guy, that we can push the update on these things. It was actually you could see it in the program, but didn't know you could do that. And I think I looked at that and I looked, all the things that popped up, said, yeah, that's not something I'm even gonna entertain, Well, anyway, I think the last time he's in, I don't know if he was in for a service at the same time, or maybe we're still looking at the CarPlay stuff, that he had said that he got the suspension light popping up on it every once in a while. So when I looked, I don't think the code even showed up. It was what was the Spyder I was working on last week? Did the same thing. That his ride hat, but that was a 2019. How you set all that is completely different. It's referred to as the short board and tall board. But anyway, since I think when the 2020s came out, if you needed to reset the ride height, when you had to go in and look, and it had to have some. There's a certain parameters. The F3s and the RTs have, and Canyons have different numbers. And as long as that's there, you go through this procedure. You basically stand. What I do is I stand on the right-hand passenger foot peg, and I reach under with a little stubby number 2 Phillips, and you reach under and hit the little Schrader valve. You want all your weight on it. You want to exhaust all the air out of the ACS bag, and then you simply start the bike up, sit down on it, turn the park brake off, put it in gear, and with it running, park brake off, in gear, the ACS works, and they go and it comes right up. Well, I think he got a hold of me through Messenger or something. Anyway, he got a hold of me and said that, hey, this thing's riding like a buckboard. The rear end's just cocked in the air. So I think I sent him a text with all the steps to take to do it. So he reset it, which is that, stand on the right-hand passenger peg, reach under, let all the air out, fire the bike up, let it bring itself up, and let it roll. Well, it was fine for a bit, and I guess he was up at Mount St. Helens or something like that, and the thing just jacked up. He said one thing he noticed, which is odd, I didn't even think about that. Well, I want to hit this bumpy road for sure. I don't need to go on any kind of ride. I just need to see if I can get the suspension to bounce back up. So anyway, it worked. He texts back, says, great, thanks so much. Well, Since then, it keeps creeping up, and then it maxes out. And he's riding full ride height in the back. So he brought it in. We're going to look at that. And as soon as I hook it up, that flash for the cluster, which includes the BRP Go app, I don't know what else is in there, but I know the Go app is in there. But whatever it is, it's more than just the Go app, because it is a mandatory flash. And you don't want to leave anything mandatory on there. You don't want anybody coming back and looking at, because BRP can see the list of our bikes, and they can see what you've hooked up to and everything else. And they don't spy on you quite like BMW does, but when you don't flash that, that goes against us as a dealer. You know, you have to have a % of things that are supposed to be done. And anyway, so get it on the bench, and Buds 3, now everything looks different in there. It's like how you control the ACS is different. You know, the rise up, rise down, but it's all kind of grouped in one little thing. Well, I see that nothing's learned. I mean, nothing's learned. It's got a certain degree for the low setting for the suspension, a certain degree for the high setting, and nothing's learned. The boxes are empty. So, you know, we try I just thought, because it allows me to adjust it now, I thought, well, I'll just do the short board, long board. It's a it's a length of 4x4 that you stick under the frame. I just use a floor jack, one of those scissor jacks, because it's so flat, and I mean, it does the same thing as putting the board under there. And you set it low setting, set high setting, and well, I knew that wasn't supposed to work, but nothing was learned. The boxes were blank. I mean, they just literally weren't there. I go, that is so strange. So anyway, it didn't work. So I said, well, let's just go to the old standby, you know, let all the air out and let the thing pump itself back up. Well, now I have there's percentage. One says 50%, the other one says 1.26 or something, or 2-3%. I like, something's way wrong here. And anyway, so I finished up that mandatory flash. Well, the nice thing about that is it kind of does a dump. All that's being stored in this cluster, and so it kind of, and it warns you it's going to dump everything, and so it reset that the ACS to, you know, nothing. And so I go in, I'm looking, I'm going, oh man. So the instructions for doing it are different now. So what you do is you stick a jack underneath there and lift the rear wheel off the ground so that it has there's no weight. The rear suspension has to be free floating. So rear tire off the ground. And so I do that, and I hit the learn button. It filled those measurements, which is the ones like the old bulletin. It says it has to say that, you know, before you can do the, you know, sink the thing and take all the air out and then let it fill itself up. Well, that wasn't correct, and it didn't dawn on me that wasn't correct until I seen that second number is 374. I know that. As soon as I see that, I go, dude, that was part of that bulletin. You had to make sure that was there. And of course, he was out on the road, so, you know, giving him those instructions wouldn't be any good, because he'd have to have buds to see it. So as soon as I see that thing fill in, I go, oh man, that's it to a T. So I take I let the rear end back down. I relieved all the air from the airbag, go back to the old original procedure, and started the bike up, put it in gear, take the park brake off, filled it right up, and here we are riding it. It rides very nice, I must say. It absorbs that 2019. You know, we fixed his rear ACS so that its ride heights were correct. But man, you ride any of the newer ones compared to the older ones, it's a world of difference. And I hate to say this, as nice as incredible as this 24 is, the 26s are the suspension is a notch better. I'm not sure. Look at that. I mean, blatantly crossing into the turn lane, into the oncoming lane. Wow. I mean, what's the old saying? You just can't fix stupid. You know, somebody like that is gonna hurt somebody or way worse. Like, I think that guy was gonna let me come out. I wasn't reading the signal. But what I was gonna say is the 26, it is a little bit stiffer. It's a more sporty feel, which I absolutely love. But some people at first may think that's not good. Oh Lord, I don't think I really have a good place to park this thing without it being in the... Oh, there's not even a hole there. I want to get him in some shade. Nah, I'm just going to drag it downstairs. Sort it out when he gets there. I wouldn't want somebody setting my bike in the sun. If nothing else, you're going to have a extremely hot buttocks. Hey, we didn't go around and see if the Sea-to-Sky was there today. I'm sure it is. Oh, too many things in the way I can't see. And I don't want to be sitting in the middle of that street looking the wrong way. But anyway, I'm on to a BMW 1300 GSA. He's bringing he bought one of the new KLE 500s. Absolutely loves that thing. And he was bringing in for me, so I was going to log into Kawasaki to look at the service procedure. And I got the kibosh on that, saying you're not trained, you don't have the stuff to hook up to reset the computer and all that stuff. He goes, it's going to one of the factory trained Kawasaki guys, and the guy is just super. He's, bless his heart, he's as anal as I am about things. And he's a young guy, kind of starting out. He's been doing it for several years now, but I consider that still starting out. But he is meticulous beyond belief, but he's runs the same fate. He loses time because of that. But I tell you, like I was told many years ago, and the same thing was taught to me with road racing: practice on being smooth, speed will happen naturally. Practice with working on bikes, practice on doing it the correct way, and the speed will happen naturally. And it did. I was flying through. I never left anything behind. I didn't do something that missed something that was supposed to be done, and I didn't do it. But you're young, and you see them dollar signs, and you go through it. The worst thing ever, you don't ever want to come back, because you do that for free. Not to mention, you want that same customer. You want to be so happy with them. You want them to come back and ask for you to do the service. You play a game, and even as a technician, you want to do a job, so they always come back. But anyway, this thing's just wastefully blasting its fans out here in the sun. I'll go tuck her in the shade there in the air conditioning for a bit until he makes it down here. But thanks for coming along on a 24 Sea-to-Sky. Very nice. Very, very nice, as always. R1300GSA on the old rack. Thing looks smooth so far. Got started on it late. Had other things interrupting. They took it upstairs and they put tires on it. Good looking tires. It's funny, you get a BMW up on the bench and it just seems so normal, but I mean, they've been gone for over a year. It's crazy. But I can still hook up to it, reset the surfaces. Well, he's got his bars stacked up there, doesn't he? But the GSAs, I think it was the trophies, and I think they came with that. You had 2 sets, you can stack it up. It's different doing the oil change on these 1300s. You have the one main drain there, and then there's one sideways right up there that you take out, and then the oil filter is a cartridge style filter there. It comes out the right side instead of the left side. Instead of filling the oil in the head cover, you do it, it's on the side. So these, unlike the Boxers, these are dry sump motor. So that's why you drain in 2 cartridges there. These are the first Boxers to have a dry sump. It's pretty cool. Pretty wild motions. But we're getting pretty close to the end of the day here. I'm gonna button up this. I'll tackle it first thing in the morning, finish it off, and get him on the road. So far, I don't see anything weird. I'll hook up to the computer, and instead of the diagnostic being, you know, under that one kind of a triangle cover that sits there, you take the seat off, and it's under there. You almost take it out like the G310s, and there's quite a few of the BMWs had them under the seat like that. I think the newer 750, 850, and 900s are under there as well. And some of the sport bikes, but they were kind of in the tailpiece. Haven't heard anything what they're doing with the tour pack bracket. I hope they go for the one that's supposed to be on there instead of that quick release one, because that's just too much torque laid on that thing. I don't think that rack was ever meant to have that kind of weight on it. Plus, you know, someone leaning on that thing, that adds up. But the Ryker, I've had somebody else take it for a ride that was not afraid to ride it faster than me. I'm too chicken to get a ticket. I don't mind going fast, but not when I'm in the city with police everywhere. I'd be just that beacon. And, they will come right after me. I haven't had a ticket in so long. In many years. Jeez, in fact, yeah, it's been over 20 years since I've had any ticket, and I actually got that one. Is that the one I got overturned? The guy was nasty, and I wrote actually, you were able to write the judge, it was, oddly enough. And man, it was like a couple of days before I was supposed to, you know, show up in court for it. I got an email saying that things been thrown out. Have a nice life, live long and prosper. And man, what just one single ticket does to your insurance. I don't know how these kids do it. Their insurance is so high that I just don't know. And they go out and get tickets. And now it's, you know, like over in Europe, you get points taken away and stuff like that. So I don't know anything about that, and I don't really care to. But anyway, I'm going to bounce out this, and we'll be heading home in the 80 something another. I think it's 84, 85, whatever they predicted it to be, which it seems hot because, you know, we're not used to that around here, but this is about the temperature we were buzzing around in Daytona on. I mean, you give it a day and it's just an old hat, you know. But anyway, I'll leave you with this. It says there's like an 8% chance of rain in like 9 hours. No, leave that old snake alone. Like Kelly said, we should come out with a bag and do something with it. Poor thing's just sitting there rotting. But it's nice now. It's made it to, I think it was 79 degrees. So it made it to 89 at one point at the house. And I misspoke this morning. I looked at what our low was. It was actually 39. I think I said it was 43. Got down to 39 last night. Last night when it's nice when it cools off at night and you sleep so good. No, get out of that sunshine. I don't know what you're into. So, I don't know if you see a difference, but I got my first combing with her last night. I still need to do the skirts on her back legs, and her tail's got some knots. Kelly, we'll get her relaxed, and Kelly gets to her tail real good. She's got some little teasing brush thing, and once that goes through it, I can use that other brush and it clears it. But for the first time ever, she'll be 8 years old in August, and she does not like being brushed. She laid there and not only enjoyed it, but would flop from one side to the other and let me comb her. But when I got to her little skirts on the back of her legs and her tail, that was pulling too hard and she didn't like that. Danny, come on, buddy. Danny. Come on, let's go. Nope, he's not coming tonight. Oh, looks like a kid lost some schoolwork and stuff. I'll just set it off to the side so you can see it in the morning. Looks like it was just an art project or something. The kids walk, that's a long ways to walk home. They go all the way down, go all the way up that road. That's a pretty good walk after school. But, you know, something you did back in the day. So I have really good news. Is I ended up sending that email, like I said, to my contact at BRP. Basically made it sound like I don't want to be pushy or anything, but I'd really like to take the Red Rock on a road trip, and that starts here, you know, pretty quick, less than 3 weeks. And sometime we were driving home, he replied back and said that he goes, "You're all good? You're all good on the canyon?" He goes, "Give me to the end of the week and I'll get with you with the details." So that's good. Plus, you know, I have ideas with Kelly and her riding it. I got, you know, you get all these ideas, and hopefully you can get some or most of those done, but it'd be nice to get some footage of Kelly riding along. You know, that'd be great. So maybe I'll just put like a 360 on the canyon so that you know, it'll just film her going down the road, because you can get all kinds of views with that. It'd be nice to see her riding it. I mean, and she deserves to ride the canyon around. She, you know, works hard selling parts and accessories to Ryker spiders and canyons all day long. Might as well get out there and see what everybody's enjoying about these things, you know. And she's got tons of miles on Spyder. You want to roll back now? As good as any. Hey, you're definitely looking better there, Chi-Chi. If I can get a nice side profile of you. It's funny when you comb her, how a lot of that red disappears. But all this stuff here is really knotted. I'm just checking you out. I'm trying to... Oh! You got stickers there, girl. And her tail's pretty knotted. And that Kelly does good with that. And she does it in a way that I think I pull, and she don't like it. And that was the only time she got uncomfortable. But you would be surprised. You take that brush and run that. If I had it with me and ran it across there, you would not believe the fur that'll come off of her. But the nice thing, once you start this, it kind of loosens things up, and it just naturally falls from there. But you know, these hot days, I want to get as much off of her as I can. Maybe she realizes after all these years that, hey, that kind of cools me off when you do that in the springtime. I'm just going to let you have at it. Huh. Little meathead. Let's head back, G. A couple of fields on the way to work that are getting hayed. Man, we still got an hour's daylight. You can see where the sun's at. Just some clouds are blocking it. But anyway, I'm gonna roll out and go to the after work goodbye vlog. I think it's still 84 degrees and we were wiped out by the sound of the freeway and the crazy buffeting wind going down the freeway. Man, noise pollution is a real thing. Plus the heat, you know. It's a bummer not having air conditioner. That's for dang sure. But we're gonna roll out and I'll just switch over to the goodbye vlog we did when we got home. Appreciate you guys watching. That was a hot drive home.
It was very, very, very hot.
It was only 84 degrees, but it felt worse than that. And then the unimaginable sound of all the cars around you.
Yeah. That's noisy.
Yeah, that
drive and go.
Yeah, that just beats the life out of you between the heat
and the noise.
and the noise. Wow. That's a fatiguing ride home. Drive home. But I think on that, we're going to bounce out. I'm sure Mom's going to go right for her little skivvies and get cooled off and
Yes, because it's hot.
comfortable.
Hot, hot, hot. My feet are on fire.
Yeah, and my feet are hot too. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and we're gonna roll out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
All right, bye-bye now.